Hello everyone and welcome back to another video for Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. Today we'll be covering the Offensive Expert and the Offensive Tactician Triumph in Destiny 2's Season 8 of the Undying. We're getting to a close, so I wanted to cover these as much as possible, but let's get into it. So, you need 500 kills with bows, submachine guns, assault rifles, fusion rifles, and hand cannons. As for the Offensive Tactician, for that one you need a bunch of multi-kills with assault rifles, submachine guns, and fusion rifles. Those ones are significantly less and it's easier to cover them, but we're going to get into it in this video. Before we continue, I'm going to show you the guns that you can use. These are the ones that I recommend, and if you're not, obviously if you're a new light player, some of these won't be available to you, but that's okay. You know, you're probably only going for this Triumph if you're a veteran anyways. But let's get into it. So, you are going to need... These are the guns that I used, so it is all about preference. So, I'm going to cover the ones that I used, like I said, guys. So, if you don't like them, my apologies. For submachine gun kills, I did use the Recluse, which is a very good ad killer, as I do say so myself. The Huckleberry is an alternative, just because the exotic perk auto-reloads it when you get a kill. And for fusion rifles, I use the Zealot's Reward. Anything with a low charge time is great. I also use the WIZENED Rebuke a little bit, but I stuck to the Zealot's Reward, which you can get from the Garden of Salvation raid. If you want to slap on a heavy like I did for maximum effort, I put on a Sleeper Stimulant. You can also use the Telesto if you want. It's all about personal preference on what you want to use. For bows, I used No Turning Back, which is personally my favorite bow in Forsaken, and I still have it. It's a good bow, and Leviathan's Breath is another one that I had used, basically because it's a heavy. For auto rifles, you want the Sweet Business because of the perk Payday to auto-reload when you pick up ammo, and hand cannons, I put on Ariana's Vow along with the Midnight Coup, mainly because the Midnight Coup has Rampage and Outlaw, so you can quickly get those kills off, and Ariana's Vow is a giant, monster of a hand cannon that's in this season pass, so you can literally just 2-tap any shielded Minotaurs, and it's great for helping you against those giant boss ads. If you have any mods, as for the bows, like the one that ends up making the pullback speed of a bow, faster, I would recommend throwing those on, basically anything like that. And what you want to do, guys, is you want to play through the Vex Offensive, and yes, by the way, these Triumphs can only be put in the Vex Offensive. They can't be done anywhere else. That's why we're covering them, because this is really, really tedious. So what you want to do is, as you go through the Vex Offensive, you'll notice that, as you go through the phases, all these ads will start to spawn, like, the Headless Fanatics, and some glowing Minotaurs and stuff like that. What you want to do is you just want to keep on playing and honestly just ignore the objective. It sounds really bad, but just don't even bother, picking up the little seeds and shooting the oracles in the sky, because we need kills, guys. We don't want to end up going through this and just, playing as we usually would. I don't recommend playing up to the Undying Mind encounter. The way that I did it, and this is the fastest method, as I found, is simply reload the Vex Offensive from the beginning. So simply open up your director, load up the Vex Final Assault again, and then restart it. The reason why you want to do that is because during the Undying Mind encounter, yes, you get infinite ads, but a lot of people will be focused on the boss. You can choose to play up to that encounter, but since the ads are much lower in spawning, and you have to contend with certain factors such as your fire team using supers, and your fire team using constant heavy to wipe out the ads to make sure you don't die, it just gets a whole mess. So I would recommend just starting the encounter again, so you only want to do the first 2 encounters. Doing this each run, it will net you, depending on your skill level, I got about 5 to 10% per run in doing this, but that's because what I did is I stayed off from everyone else. So as you see on screen right now, a bunch of ads just spawned in front of me. I kind of steer cleared from them. The reason for that is because all my teammates were around them, and I kind of saw a little bit of them kind of veered off. So as you guys can see, I'm not getting that many kills because my teammates are actually helping me kill them. So I was like, okay, I need to go and find a new place. The first phase will always be the toughest because your teammates will constantly be killing them. But once the second phase initiates and the oracles start to spawn and drop, simply don't even do the objective. Just kill the ads with your guns and stay off the beaten path and just stay away from everyone. Doing this, you'll easily be able to net up all the kills. 500 kills per is a lot, so I would recommend grinding. I was able to do this in about 7 hours. Yeah, it's not exactly, that's fast, air quote. It's not really that fast, but this Triumph is very tedious, so If you have a fire team, it's even better because then that way you guys can all focus on the ads. You can also load up the when you get to the Undying Mine, just don't even do damage. Just clear the ads and keep clearing the ads as the encounter goes on to rack up the kills. But this is the fastest way I found for solo players. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is how I did it. And hopefully I was able to help someone out today. If I didn't, do me a favor. Tell me down below what I did wrong, what I can do better, etc, etc. Do me a favor and like the video if you guys liked it. If you disliked it, you know what, leave that too. I would like to know why, and tell me why. Subscribe if you're new. I'm posting daily Destiny content. And hit the notification box. And have a great day. Peace out, guys.